guys, my name is Alex. Welcome to another YouTube video where we're going to be recording more Roblox of this really stressful game. Here we are. So this is my loadout. My normal loadout, I'll show you my normal loadout. So it'd be, I used to use this gun with this, no ammo there, this, and this. But I'm using the double barrel shotgun because this is like a rifle, a hunting rifle, and it only shoots one. This shoots 9, and this shoots 2. Look, what is it? It says somewhere about how many shots it has, but I can't see it, so. But I might switch to this instead, because this is quite a better gun, and I'm level 7. I only started playing this game yesterday. So we're gonna start playing with this gun, because it's probably a lot better than, it's not better than my other one that I have. The one I told you about. Not the double barrel one, the other one. Because it doesn't have no, like, this is default. This is like the default gun. Not as in default from Fortnite gun. Not like that. No, like it's actually, I don't know how to explain it. Also, I don't know what game mode we're in.
Contact at 12 o'clock.
Oh, it's dog tags. God dang it.
Contact 1 o'clock.
I want the dog tags. Did I get it? I don't know whatsoever. I'm not good with this gun at all. So unless if I'm very quiet, it's because I'm concentrating. So I'm not gonna be quite that good of a YouTuber. So, and I also have this pistol.
Targets at 1 o'clock. Contact 1 o'clock.
Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna change back to my original gun, because that one's kind of garbage, if you will. I'm only thinking, why don't you switch back? Why don't you switch to the assault rifle? It's a lot better than a shotgun with one shot. I like shotguns. That's all I can really say. Other. I've got laser and camo. There we go. Got my gun. Load out one. I could make a loadout to that, but.
Targets at 12 o'clock. Changing mag.
Ooh, dog tags. I just basically stole someone's kill like that.
Contact 11 o'clock.
No, 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 no. I can also press E to smack them. You know what? Let's change this video to a different game. You're probably interested in that game, but I'm bad. So, yeah. You know what? Let's do a reaction video. We're not reacting to Komodo Gaming. No. Don't mind disappear. I'm gonna try to get that fixed. But for now, yeah. Let's react to. That's
I'm awkward. I try really hard not to be, and sometimes I feel like I'm getting better, but I'd say 70% of the time, my social skills are very below par. It's like my brain just randomly decides, hey, yeah, you see that person over there? Okay, so here's the plan. You're gonna walk over there, everything's gonna be fine for like 2 minutes, and then you're gonna say something completely stupid, and then cringe about it for the next 4 years. Ready? Go. I don't really have a point of this video. I kind of just want to tell you guys a bunch of funny stories I look back and facepalm at because I can get so...
okay. I'm sorry about pausing it, but I'm also doing this because I just want to watch YouTube. So, but I have to also do my YouTube career. So, yeah.
Socially awkward at times. It just happens randomly and I never see it coming, which scares me. Like, everything's fine and all of a sudden I'm hit with this wave of not knowing how to interact with people. Like, whoosh. Okay, so this one time I was at a tennis match with this one girl from another school, and we were walking over to the court to play, but it was kind of a long walk, and I didn't want it to be like this extended awkward silence and weird tension, so I decided to try and make a little bit of small talk. I'm absolute garbage at small talk, by the way, so if you ever meet me, you have to carry that down for the both of us, just a warning. So I kind of started a small conversation. So, are you in your senior year?
No, I'm in grade 10.
Oh, you're really tall for being in grade 10. She didn't really say much after that, so I automatically thought I somehow offended her by calling her tall or something like that. My brain was like, oh my god, Jaden, how could you call her tall? I can't believe you would offend her so badly. You have to say something to make it up right now, or else she'll be scarred for life because she's too tall. So I just blurted out, oh, but you're really pretty too. Yep, I freaked her out. It was meant to be like a compliment or something, I don't know, but it came out really weird for some reason, and she probably thought I was like just a flustered lesbian or something. Not that being lesbian is a bad thing. And then it was an awkward silence for the rest of the walk anyway, which is exactly what I was trying to prevent in the first place. So yeah, I didn't even stop that from happening. Another time I was at the school dining hall with a bunch of friends, and they were talking about something I didn't really relate to, and I couldn't contribute much to the conversation, so I started just zoning out. You know when you start staring into space and just get lost in your thoughts? Yeah. So I was doing that for a while, and I snapped back to see this rando guy across the room uncomfortably waving at me. Turns out, as I was completely lost in my own mind, I was deadbeat staring at this poor guy the whole time without even realizing it. I don't even know how long I was doing it for. Apparently long enough for him to feel like he needed to wave at me. And it wasn't like a little friendly wave, it was a, oh my god, why is this chick glaring at me so intensely, I need to do something wave. And I was like, crap. This is awkward, what do I even do? I can't just go over and explain, oh, I wasn't intentionally staring at you directly in the eyes for a socially unacceptable amount of time. In fact, I wasn't even staring at anything. I was blind in that period of time because I was lost in the depths of my subconscious. Don't worry. I couldn't do anything, so I kind of just like looked away and like stewed in embarrassment for the rest of the day. And then there was this one incident where I was at this fancy restaurant. You already know this story is going downhill real fast. So I was at this restaurant and I had my order in my head. I always do that, repeat what I'm gonna say in my head a million times so I don't mess it up when the waiter asks me a trick. I just feel like if I take too long ordering, everyone's gonna automatically get annoyed at how I'm holding everything up, even though it literally doesn't take any time at all and no one cares. So the waiter got to me and I was freaking prepared.
Hello, miss. What can I get you today?
Hello, can I just get the penne pasta with tomato sauce, please? That is literally word for word what I said. It was one of the simplest dishes on their crazy fancy menu, compared to like the freaking mumbo jumbo like ginger glazed mahi mahi fancy fromage à blanc, or golden confit escapolo bane femme bon appetit sautéed in ketchup ratatouille. But for some reason he was confused by my overly complicated order and asked,
Oh, do you mean the 4-cheese pasta dish with sun-dried tomato sauce and basil?
No. Yes. Don't get me wrong, it was good, but freaking I felt like I would have come off as rude for some reason to correct him, which is absolutely ridiculous because he doesn't care what I eat. It doesn't affect him in his life. And by the way, how in the world did he get sun-dried pesto, 5 cheese, pasta, whatever, basil from penne with tomato sauce? I guess he knew what I wanted more than I did, apparently. Well, those were like 3 little stories I wanted to share with you guys, just because I thought they were funny and I think you'd enjoy them. They're all a bit too short to make separate whole videos out of, so yeah. Unfortunately, I have a bunch more little cringe-inducing stories like these, so if you want me to tell you more in the future, I don't know, like part 2 or something, just let me know, and yeah. If you enjoyed them, make sure you share them with your friends, or I don't know, share some of your own little stories in the comments and stuff. But anyway, thank you for listening to my little stories, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye!
That was way too short, so we're gonna find another.
Permanently grey, honestly.
I think I know. What are these?
I know, I'm glad I'm not down there. So we've got it maybe like 27 here, I think.
What? No, I don't like that.
16 at the moment, I think.
Jaden Animations. That was one of the...
I just played one of the best Pokemon games ever, and I'm here to...
Cloudy all day and then sunshine from 6 o'clock onwards like we always get.
Well, for me, mixing on headphones has always been kind of a...
So, this is a weird video to follow up with after I just talked about how much I don't like reading for like 7 minutes. But I guess it kind of works out because since you've obviously seen that video, right? We don't have to talk about my tragic reading backstory that's left me in soul-crushing shambles. So what book could someone like me who's been forever ruined from the past haunting memories of reading call a favorite? Harry Potter?
Oops, sorry.
Lord of the Rings? Grapes of Wrath? Nope. None of these revolting pieces of literature hold a candle to the masterpiece. Leave It to Pet, The Misadventures of a Recycled Super Robot. Is this a joke? I'm not sure yet. I read this book in 6th grade when I was 11, and I'll preface it with, yes, it's a manga. Do I want to get into the debate if manga, comic books, or graphic novels are considered real books? I don't think so. I don't actually remember how I stumbled onto this book. I remember owning it, so it might have been a gift from my parents or a friend, but your guess is as good as mine. We can say it's a gift from the Lord. Leave It to Pet, The Misadventures of a Recycled Super Robot, is about this 9-year-old boy, Noboru, who recycled an orange juice bottle. The recycling plant wanted to say thanks for recycling and sent this little bottle robot called Pet to rescue him whenever he needs help or is in danger. Sounds great, but the catch is, Pet is actually trash. Just kidding. Pet's childish, easily distracted, and overly confident in his abilities, which results in him making situations comedically worse and not being able to fix anything. Also, I don't know if you picked up on this, but this is not a high reading level book. Don't make fun of me for liking it. The book starts off with Pet introducing himself as Noboru and his friends are being picked on by bullies, but when he arrives to save the day, no one understands what Pet is, or is supposed to do, or why he's here. Obviously. What would you do if this thing walks up and starts talking to you? So Pet explains, I'm the orange juice bottle you recycled the other day. And Noboru's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And Pet's like, I can't believe you don't remember. Freak. And the dynamic grows from there. There's not really a specific story. It's more episodic chapters where the characters are in different everyday scenarios that just get a little out of hand. And Pet, of course, is being a little bag of trash, complicating things that should have been an easy fix or weren't even problems to begin with. Chapter 7 is a good one. Noboru's out fishing with his friends and his line is caught on some rocks, so he calls for Pet. Leave it to Pet, what seems to be the problem? And as Noboru's explaining, Pet gets overpowered by the current. Not a problem. It's like it never happened. Pet assesses the situation. I see your hook is stuck at the bottom of the river. Ka-ching, ka-ching. I know exactly what to do. Whoosh. And he cuts the line off. Noboru's like, what the heck, dude? And Pet's like, what, you wanted that old thing? And he's like, yes, of course I wanted it. More characters are introduced later on, but my favorites are P2, where in his debut when he's describing how he's the new and improved pet model with his 200% faster speed, larger body, but lighter weight. He blows away because he's so light, and Pet's all, dang, that's awesome, and explodes off his arms and legs to try and be lighter too. I wish humans could do that. Also, Bottle Doggy is a great character. You drag his limp body around on a leash. I think the reason I love this book so much is, frankly, a lot of nostalgia. Not sure a 20-something-year-old would pick this up and deeply connect with Bottle Doggy's character arc. But the author, Sonishi Kenji, also created, in my opinion, a really cute little knucklehead I just want to have in my life, and 11-year-old me was obsessed with. Pet became one of my favorite characters for a bit, and I would draw him all the time. In class, we had our desks arranged in groups, and I had a bit of open space on the side because my desk was on the corner. So I drew a little pet and stuck him on the side for the world to see how much of a stan I was. No one cared. Why are you drawing orange juice? I would make my own little original characters of bottle robots that I would want. I believe the original term might be trash Sona, and recycled extra things in hopes I could have my own pet. I was really big on imagination and stuff as a kid, so anything that played around with enhancing reality in fun and creative ways was right up my alley. And it taught me how to recycle, so you're welcome, Greta Thunberg. I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about this book. Ever. It seems like it slipped under the radar for some reason. And I think it deserves more love because the humor in it was suitable for 11-year-old me, and I bought the book to read through again, and the humor is still suitable for me. So either it's fun for all ages, or I haven't mentally progressed since grade 6. Of course, naturally, there's nothing wrong with having things targeted towards certain age groups, but I think there should just be more things like Pet, The Misadventures of a Recycled Super Robot, bringing families and people of all ages together with his charm, froggy hat, and massive glistening samurai muscles. I'm telling you, there's something in here for everyone. Sure, the story is pretty simple, but the humor, which I always value the most, is great for all ages and doesn't try to dumb anything down to baby younger readers. I think it's easy to think kids are children until they're not, but they're still people and can tell when they're being talked down to. Now go file your taxes, pathetic little boy. Anyway, I just really like the book. It's cute, funny. Pet reminds me of Ari if Ari was a recycled super robot made from an orange juice bottle. You can read the whole thing in like 20 minutes, if not faster. If I were to critique one thing, I wasn't too keen on how they kept introducing new recycled robots, and the crew just started getting a bit too crowded by the end, in my opinion. I liked when it was just a few characters, and would have liked to see them play around with more ideas instead of just bringing in a new character to depend on new ideas for. But Bottle Doggy was a masterpiece. He can stay. There's actually 3 other books that come after it, but I haven't read them because I'm worried that they won't be as good, and I want to remember Pet as the example of perfect literature it is. Are there hundreds of books that I would probably enjoy more than this one if I gave a chance? Yes. But am I still gonna end the video without giving a reasonable explanation for me not trying to find them? Yep. Hey again, it's me. Thanks.
Well, that's the end of the video. That's the end of my video. That's the wrong thing.
I don't know what mine was. It just didn't make sense.
So I'll see you y'all later. Adios.